surprise here in Denver. That'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. 70, Indy.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Let's go.
Clock now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now it's Lindsey, and he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. This is Freeman. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man, hand him the ball, and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 12-yard line. On first down, Locke finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
On the ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
And the Jaguar first down.
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
On the ground, the This is Leonard Fournette, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arm saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice game.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a second down coming up. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot, look at me, zipper.
I'm coming.
Go.
Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo. Watch the screen. Pass. 44's the Mike. 44's Mike. Check.
Yes.
He's mine.
So that'll back him up 5.
Ready to break.
44, Mike, 44. You can't block me.
Step.
Lock to throw on second down. Drew Lock taken down in the end zone. 2 points for the defense. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on up to 6.
That's a lot of points.
Coming this way. Here we go.
Five.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. He'll look to throw. Looking long for Westbrook. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Ready?
On first and 10. Here's Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
56, right there, 56. Here we go.
First and goal.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos push further out in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
First down, Jacksonville.
Come on, set. 15 line. 15 line.
They'll run with Fournette. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Minshew, first and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. The business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. First and 10 right at the 20. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 11 more on that one and another first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now.
Ready.
45 to Mike, 45 to Mike.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it.
Hey, shoot.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Pick me up. Here we go.
On 4th down, Minshew. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Bradley Chubb. And the Bronco defense comes up big. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
He's got it, the tight end, Jeff Heuerman. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Lock now on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And the kicker commits the kicker's cardinal sin. He kicks it out of bounds. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. This is Fournette. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Out of bounds, just short of midfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Hey, Alpha. 2.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Minshew. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Let's go now.
This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Now Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack on 1st down, Minshew open his swing, the tight end. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 45 yards. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
60 Pittsburgh.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 23. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. What did you see on that one? Rookie mistake or just good defense?
It was a combo plate, but the rookie quarterback, he'll take it all on his shoulders, and the frustration level is evident. You can see it with him. You know, if that's a veteran quarterback, he walks off like he just threw a touchdown pass because he doesn't want to show that to the defense. The young guys, they take it more to heart. It's on their sleeve.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. From 10 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. So they get the score, partner. Game's not over, but they still need some help here.
Agreed. They definitely need some help, but they took care of the first part by scoring themselves.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Clock now on first down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
I got one. Switch.
Greystone, travel. Five.
Off play action, it's Minshew. Into the hands of his tight end, Jeff Swain. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Well, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them until the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point from McManus is good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, break.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
High 7.
Minshew sets to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Will Parks, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The corner blitz works to perfection for A.J. Boye. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Another try after the first down sack. Lock. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline. But do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. He completes this to Sutton. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Lock going to go on 4th down. He's got his tight end Fant. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards. Well, we looked at each other in surprise going for it on 4th down in the 4th quarter with a lead. But, hey, you get it as a coach. You look like a genius.
So the next time we see Coach, he's going to say, well, that's why I coach and that's why you guys talk up there, right? He had the guts to go.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
My, oh, my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering.
It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll actually throw it with Lock. He'll get this one to Patrick. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll run. Here's Janovich, the fullback. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Andy Janovich taking it in. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were...
And now here's another interception. It's Chris Harris with a pick. That's one of those interceptions watching from up here. The quarterback wide receiver just looked a little out of sync.
They did look a little out of sync. And, yeah, they're going to examine that when they get to the sidelines, and they'll talk about it throughout next week when they watch the tape. But the guy who's going to be there for him, really in his ear, is his center. Because that's a special relationship for a rookie quarterback. Your center handles your line calls. He gets everyone in the proper position to block. He'll be the first guy back to pick you up after you've been knocked down. And that's the guy you watch the extra film with and try and learn the league.
Here we go. 8, read.
We got it.
A lot going to throw it here. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
DaeSean Hamilton, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Denver Broncos. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Flush to his right. And right away, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. They look to throw. It's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
And he's taken down inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. On first down, Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. After the turnover, here's Locke. Dancing to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Out to his left. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On 2nd and 12, Locke buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
60 Pittsburgh.
Throwing his Locke on third down. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Check it back, check it back.
Here we go on 4th down with Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks. And that will force a turnover on downs. After the interception, here's Wilson. Rolling to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's taken down inside the 30.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
45, 315. Rip right, rip right.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Alert, 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 alert.
Third and long. It's Wilson. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line.
Mike, 45.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. On second down. It's Carson, and he will not be denied. Into the end zone, touchdown Seahawks. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and through by Myers, and that makes the score 7-0. The touchdown. Here's Myers to boot it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there, and it's third down.
64, snap.
From the gun on third down, Locke eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Michael Kendricks able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. On 4th down, on is Colby Wadman now to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Fielded just inside the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
at the 35-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth. There's Wilson to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Green 80.
Mike, 45. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Gun tight.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Ready?
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Locke to throw, rolling to his right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Shotgun snap to Locke, forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Let's go, defense.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Check.
To throw is Wilson. Throwing on 3rd and long. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Adam Gotsis, the Aussie, with a sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10.
Don't get nervous. Ready?
first down. Lindsey. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
On 2nd and 9. Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. He's got the first down here inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Okay, some people call it the shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass, but this worked really well. And it's hard to do in the NFL because of the big bodies that tend to clog up the middle of the field. But the execution was excellent there. Able to get it done and get upfield for big yardage.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. From the gun on 3rd down. Locke to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Makes the score Seahawks 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Took right.
Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. That's caught by Hollister. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
23 yards on the play.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it. He got it. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 21-10 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Looking to throw again on second down. Lock. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looks a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. They look to throw. It's Lock. He's got his tight end Fant. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Lock now, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Lock. This is the tight end Fant. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory. And that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Lock. Got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And that pickup will be good for a first down. Give them 10 yards exactly on the quick slant. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Lock again. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. On 2nd and goal, Lock. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game not quite over yet, and we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Derek Wolfe able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a defense.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now it's Wilson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Von Miller picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. "35 yards that time on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Locke being chased out left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down.
All day, just like that, just like that.
Lock to throw for it on 4th. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Steps away. He'll try and run it. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos.
On the set.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat-and-mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at EA Sports. The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Cleveland Browns. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. First down throw for Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know, coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8 ball on the road to get things going.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Roethlisberger. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. First carry for James Conner. And they'll get this down to the 10. So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
Now Ben going to give this one to Conner. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Push him back.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 69 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. Room here to run. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Complete to Washington. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 6 yards away. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast. But a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. The intended receiver was Rashard Higgins. And it's second down. Now Mayfield steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They go play action here on first down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. A run for Nick Chubb. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 33 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
When you know you've got a home run hitter on your side of the ball, and you know that he can score from anywhere on the field, it usually inspires the rest of the guys to do their jobs even better. That resulted in a lot of great blocks downfield because they knew if they gave him space, he could do exactly what he did, put the ball in the end zone.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Here's Roethlisberger. And a big loss falls here as he's taken down. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Going top shot for Smith-Schuster. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now Ben on third and long. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 8.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. First down, Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Mayfield finding Beckham. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. On third down, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Mayfield now toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, but now it's third and goal. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Mayfield on third and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
The Steelers take over.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Gets fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Watch 98, watch 98. 98's the mic.
Throwing, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 3rd and long for Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Go, go. Take both of them.
Let's go. Jim, 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 Jim.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. He sets to... And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The Browns drive about to get started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
On 2nd down now, it's Connor. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Watch 98. 98 to Mike. Watch the run.
Following the interception, Mayfield flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. That one is caught by Hunt. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Hey, I'm on alert! I'm on alert!
26 Mike. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Hey, Haywood!
26 Mike. 26 Mike.
I got you.
Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. And that is going to be incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready? Man left, man left. Four down, four down.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. On 2nd down, it's Connor. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Ready? Block 80!
Check 53's right. Hey, tighten down.
Block is good!
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point now by Boswell. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, Do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on fourth versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a fourth down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a fourth down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield is going to find his running back. It's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Mayfield now from the 50. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A give running right is Chubb. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up. But they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
And the Steelers first down.
Here we go.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
On 2nd down now, it's Connor. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Hey, team 6.
Throwing now is Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. They'll run on 1st down. Connor. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Bang, 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 connector, connector.
They'll run here with Connor, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2. They'll try and run it in, and he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. Well, they had guts to go for that, and they got it. Now, if you're the defense, you feel some major pressure, don't you?
Well, they put it on you, haven't they? They've told you you are the unit they believe in. We'll find out now if they can make it hold up. But, boy, just going for it in that spot.
I know, right?
Amazing.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has...
a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And that one... it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Quarter. Here we go.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Incomplete. Intended for Jalen Samuels. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger going to throw it. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Give him 32 on the play. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.